Okay, hello. I'm streaming patch 4.4 today, which is called A Prelude in Violet. I like the name. It makes me think of Shadowbringers, because I know in the patch notes, whenever there's a patch notes that they release, they like color the expansions based on which one you need to own in order to play the content, and Shadowbringers is always purple, so Prelude in Violet makes me think of Shadowbringers. We're on the road to Shadowbringers. Last time we finished patch 3.3, which is kind of like wrapped up Stormblood, I feel like. So I feel like it's gonna have the same pattern as Heavensward, where the last two patches are kind of setting up the next expansion. Sisterly Act. LSA is impatiently fussing with her link pearl. Oh, Jaguar. If you come here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. So Alphino is with the Garleans right now and their ship crashed, but Thancred went to help them now. Everything is exactly as it was. Ishchola is still investigating primals in the Far East. Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphino is still out there somewhere. Yeah, he's kind of in the middle of nowhere right now. There's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to the calls, and all the while I'm just meant to sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Eurasian Alliance. Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of the Asian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Yeah, something weird is going on with Xenos' body. It's like body swapping going around. Having assessed intelligence provided by the Alamegan Resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos' remains, they too suspected Asian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As for the foremost authorities on our foe, your Order's Council would be most welcome. Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us. By which I mean, I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust? Yes, of course I will. There you have it. We accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamigo, by your leave. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? Oh, he's on the link pearl with Thangrid. Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Did I hear right, Real? Is Thangrid coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's required some important intelligence. Being in Garlean territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in. So he said he'd head back as quick as he could, and to make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamegan quarter. Understood. Jaguar and I will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come on, let's be off. Wonder what Thangrid has seen to make him come back to us so soon. There's no doubting your talent in espionage, but the journey is long and the borders heavily guarded. You did well to make it back in one piece. Well, here he is. You two are a sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Triapsing through Imperial territory is thirsty work. I bet.
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well.
No.
The Dalmascans paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance.
That's like what the Alliance Raid series is about, kind of relating to Dalmasca.
But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation. We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight. The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamegan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire. That is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself...
I like that we're getting caught up on what's happened after everyone saw that Doma was liberated and Alamigo. Because it does make sense that there would be stuff happening. People would be inspired to try and fight the Imperials if they live in a land where there are Imperials.
Our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Domar has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
That makes sense.
And who do they think orchestrated this summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
Dang.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin. But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
This is interesting. It's like now that we know Ascians can possess other people, we can't trust anyone. Although I guess that was true in A Realm Reborn when an Ascian possessed Thancred. But still, the music too, really selling it. We can't trust anyone here.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, Scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphino?
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Othard. Something must have happened to them there. There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
I had a feeling you might say that.
Yeah, that desolate, dry area. That was like deprived of all ether.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphino's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
I will leave the 2 of you to your task and see to my own. Wait, what is your own? Why isn't Thancred coming with us? Kind of a little bit suspicious. Thancred was off on his own near Garlemald. That would have been a perfect time for an Ascian to possess him. And he just smirks when we say that we're going to this dangerous place. He doesn't want to come with us. I don't know. A little bit sus of him. Loath though I am to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphino's trail goes cold. I propose we first pay Hien a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may well be able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. A sound plan, Y'shtola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. While you see to all that, I shall go and report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the Council to me. Thank you, Thancred. Right to Doma, then. We have much and more to share with Y'shtola. Okay, so Thancred is gonna go meet with the Alliance for us. Maybe he's not as suspicious as I thought. As much as I would like to visit Doma, it will have to wait. 12 speed you on your way. Oh, and give my regards to Y'shtola. Yeah, he appears to know where Y'shtola is. Whereas if it was someone impersonating him, he might not. Wait. Is an Aetheryte inside the Domin Enclave? That's closer. That is curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady. You are most kind. Well, well. Two faces from the dim and distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? Oh yeah, that's right. Y'shtola hasn't really done much since she was injured. So it seems like she's recovering now. Or is recovered, rather. A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Upon learning that I had some knowledge of Aether, he came seeking my counsel. Just now, he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy, and eerily reminiscent of the de-aspected crystals that manifested Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. It would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely before the calamity. So this is like a danger sign for something. Indeed, but on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. More an interest in than a liking to, I think. The sight of a Makode with a particular contraption on her head has a certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report that I have all but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an Aether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. So, the fact that they are objects of worship is the key. They are themselves suffused with the requisite belief. Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collects obviate the need for religious fervor in the summoner, Yatsuyu being the most obvious example. She had but to associate the artifact given to her by Asai with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them form. A form nourished through the power of crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know of naught that will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch of already. But I doubt you came all this way to hear what may be perused in a report. Has something happened to Alphino? Yep. It's kind of lost in the middle of nowhere right now. I shall join you in the search, of course. Thank you, Y'shtola. I should be glad of your help, truly. Now, if there's nothing else, I shall go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien. Alice puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Kien Khan. Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in? Ah, Yugiri. I should not have allowed Master Alphino to leave without an escort, but it avails us not to dwell on the past. Must focus on what can be done now. Yeah, that would have been smart. Send an escort with him. There you are. I've apprised Hien of the situation. My report can wait. Finding Alphino must take priority. Greetings, my friend. Alice has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have our full cooperation in the search, even if Alphino's trail does lead to the burn of all places. Feel the burn. Hien is mulling over the details of Alphino's link pearl call. The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings now saw it bled dry of aether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that Primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphino might have gone there? Oh hey! Yeah, my man from Crumble. Good to see you. Welcome. Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind of Alice. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the considerable distances involved, 'tis best we went by bird. Jaguar and I have our yoles. Yugiri, will you ready falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce, there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. Nice, nice. So we set off for the burn already. favorite spot in the entire game? Do you mean this, like, city area that we were in? Or, like, story-wise? If everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There is no civilization to speak for 100 malms in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. Oh, the burn. Barren though it is, the burn is said to be home to hardy beasts, adapted to the unforgiving environment. And then there are the specters. Certain tales are to be believed. I expect we shall soon find out for ourselves what truly dwells there. Such a steed to bear me to and fro, I could perform my fieldwork in a fraction of the time. Perhaps I shall try this hand at this Bardam's Medal. Bardam's Medal, that was a good dungeon. Both. Nice. Having named him Emissary of Doma, Lord Hien considers himself personally responsible for Master Alphino's safety. Naught I could say would sway him from joining the search. We're coming for you, Alphino. Alright, gonna take a quick break and then I will be back to do this dungeon. Alright, I am back. Hey Denai, welcome. The Burn, one of my most difficult final boss fight. Interesting. Glad I caught at least a part of your stream, Jaguar. I gotta go get the kiddos in bed. Good luck and have fun. I'll watch the entirety of this when you post it as VOD. Cool. Yeah, good to see you. I will see you later. Yeah, I leave these up on my live section, so as soon as it's finished streaming, it'll be up as a VOD to watch whenever you want to. Excited for this one now that you say it has a difficult final boss fight. I do like difficult bosses. If there's anyone that happens to be watching that would like to join me, please let me know. I am on Midgard Sormer. Got room for a tank and 2 DPS. En route to Garlemald, Alphino made a final link pearl call to Thancred before falling silent. During the one-sided and distorted communication, he is said to have spoken the words, "The Burn," the name of the vast wasteland on the western edge of Othard, once a verdant region teeming with flora and fauna. Repeated summonings saw it bled of ether and reduced to a barren desert. But even in this unforgiving environment such as this, life has endured. In a fierce struggle for what little aether yet remains, the Burn's beastly denizens have grown uncommonly savage, and you and your comrades must contend with your dangerous ilk as you scour its white sands for Alphino's trail. Yeah, that's right, Denai. Me and you are not on the same data center, so that's a shame. It's a cool dungeon. Yeah, this place looks cool. Like, the lore behind it already is cool. Like, this is a place so drained of ether that it's become a desert. That's very cool. This area of the game is really pretty. Yangsha. I like this place a lot. I've not watched that YouTube video called Have You Visit Yangsha. I will have to watch that. Soken plays the Yangsha theme with Amamatone. That sounds great. That sounds hilarious. I'll definitely have to watch that. Yes, here we go. The burn. Soaring in.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
Everyone, land where you can!
Oh, a sandstorm.
Out the storm!
Oh, this place looks cool. It's so desolate. music is surprisingly calming for what we're in. Just in the middle of a sandstorm, this calming music is playing. Oh, Tried to click his self-fire. Definitely was not paying attention there. Oh, it's like boulders falling down that we have to dodge too. Is that a waterfall of sand? Whoa, that was cool. Hey, there's a cave behind the waterfall. Classic. Going on with pillars here. Guessing we hide behind them. Oh, and then we get away. Oh, and now we go through. Or in. Close to the boss. Alright, and now more shards fell. Hailfire. Do I hide? Not sure if I was supposed to do that. If I was, then great, but if I wasn't, then I just destroyed a shard for no reason. Alright, I'm gonna go to the right. Oh, and he's dead. The intro to this music is so somber. It makes you think that, like, this was a place before all the aether was drained from it. It's kind of tragic, like what used to be here. Wait, I just realized we're in like some type of Allegan place now. Is this Allegan or these dreadnoughts look Garlean? Allegan place defended by Garleans? That is cool right there. To catch up with things though. Yeah, this is definitely Allegan. That thing back there looks like the thing we used to go and activate Omega. Wait, this thing is like on wheels. Just like the Garlean machines. Oh. Thought those were coming at us. Alright, everyone's standing here. I should have followed everyone else. Seen those flying discs in the past. I'm sure those monsters are the same in Azizla. Oh really? I didn't notice that before. I've definitely seen Garlean monsters that look similar to this, like Garlean roadsters. So maybe the Garleans like repurposed Allegan technology, or they're just inspired by it. Oh, that's beautiful. The light streaming in. Whoa. The Blacklands. Is that the bones of a dragon? So I bet whatever Allegan structure we were just in is what caused all this aether drainage, since the Allegans were always dealing with summoning primals. Oh yeah, we get to go inside. The first worm. This is a dead worm, not a dragon. Kind of look like the spine of a dragon from back there. This almost kind of looks like snow, but it's sand. It's just very white sand. We're in Dune. Yeah, Dune vibes. That. Alright, here we go. Final boss. A dragon. Epic. I love fighting dragons. We Mist Dragon. Sounds like a pro ZD boss. ZD is a YouTuber, by the way, if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about. Oh, knockback? Never mind, not a knockback. Oh, so our Tink just got crystallized to mist there. Dragon dissolves into mist. Draconic Regard. This is a pro ZD boss. Archibald gives his regards. Okay, someone's trapped in mist. Let's break them out. Mist is coalescing. Strike now. That did a lot of damage to the tank, whatever that was. Frost Breath. Oh, we got two of these. Wait, is it whenever somebody gets hit by anything, they get transformed into a crystal? Uh-oh. We all got debuffs on us. So now we're constantly taking damage. Dragon's poised to swoop. Oh no. Just gonna follow everyone else. Putting my trust in my group right now. trust was well placed. Nice. That was a pretty fun fight. Cool. Guessing the hard part is probably when those regards came out and the floor started filling up with the orange telegraph. If there's like one or two people that are encased in the crystal mist, then that could be deadly. You might not have enough DPS to DPS all the floating dragon heads. Yeah. That was a cool dungeon. Thank you, Tanai. Surprised I survived. I heard that it was going to be a challenging boss and thought I probably would have died.
Every conceivable place. I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first.
I'm not ready to leave, to be honest. I want to learn more about the lore of this place.
Ship over yonder? Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
Yeah, there's the crashed ship.
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle.
Good catch. They were involved in a struggle.
There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
We have to find that shadow hunter person that Alphinaud went with. Of course, we don't know that.
There's no sign of Alphinaud, nor of Maxima and his people.
That's only me, the player, that knows that.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here! The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard.
The Emperor's personal guard.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
Yeah, Garlean on Garlean warfare.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphinaud is his prisoner?
We don't know that yet.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphinaud is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphinaud is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Guessing the shinobi are good at finding people.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
Don't worry, Alice. He's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Forgive me, I need a moment. This is just like when Alice was hit with the poisoned arrow back in Heavensward, and Alphino immediately was like, oh no, what if she dies on me? The two of them are more alike than they probably want to admit. On present evidence, we have no reason to fear the worst. More than that, I cannot say. We are no closer to establishing Master Alphino's whereabouts, and suggestion of an Imperial plot only compounds matters. We have much to consider. Well, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. What do you mean, uneventful? We went through an Allican base and fought a dragon. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. What? There was a sandstorm. Oh, he was being sarcastic. Joking aside, I'd say our birds are due a good brush down a treat or two, wouldn't you? I was about to say, do you have short-term memory loss, Hien? Shadows in the Empire. Hien has a request for the Scions. I had hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it seemed duty calls. A foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Do not let us keep you then. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least, none I should be happy to receive. Of course, if you think it will be useful. Thank you. Let us return to my manor then. Wonder who this guest is. Alright, I keep forgetting you don't have to stop to mount. That's gonna take a while to get into my muscle memory. That's something the latest patch added. Lord Hien is... yeah, we've read that before. Oh, it's Lise.
Lise, what brings you here?
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hien. But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphino. Did you manage to pick up his trail?
Hien was all like, "Oh, we have a guest," even though we know who Lise is. He could have just said, "Oh, we have Lise came for a visit."
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphino embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency. Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well,
Yeah.
someone has to do it.
I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though. You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varys' blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varys' orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family. The Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a Dorman citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Yeah. Twisting the truth on us.
Whichever Ascian you mean, we all know the nature of our adversary.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Dorma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters. But come, Lys. You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance. To make it official and discuss where we
Nice.
all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too.
Wait, 5 nations? It's Gridania, Ulda, Limsa, Ishgard. Who's the 5th one?
We've already seen what we can achieve when
Is
we
that
work
including
together,
Alamigo?
and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
I'll find out soon enough.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front.
Yeah, gotta use their advantage. Fighting on 2 fronts.
I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
Don't worry, Alphino's been through countless trials and come out stronger every time. He'll be back, I'm sure of it. That the Alliance would extend an invitation to Doma bespeaks the depth of their concern. Nor are they misguided. Garlemald has fallen under Ascian control. The threat we face is incalculable. Yugiri assures me the task of searching is best left to her comrades. I shall trust to their experience and focus on what I can do. While we are happy to cooperate with the Eorzean Alliance, there are many things that Doma must do alone. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matter of Doma's defenses. You are welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Asians are concerned, may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lise, even if it was on official business. I'd hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say. And soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on, too. Till the meeting, then. Yeah, there's been non-stop crisis after another. Jaguar? I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go. In private. Go on, my friend. I will send for Hakuro and the others in the meantime. Great. I'll wait for you at the docks. That the Alliance would extend an invitation to Doma bespeaks the depth of their concern, nor are they misguided. If Garlemald has fallen under Asian control, the threat we face is incalculable. What does Lise want to talk about, I wonder? Yeah, I wonder. While we are happy to cooperate with the Eorzean Alliance, there are many things that Doma must do alone. Go on and see what Lise wants. I promise we won't begin without you. Oh yeah, melting while moving. Nice. I remembered that time. Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Actually, I didn't. LSA. She's acting if everything's alright. But it's clear she's barely coping. Yeah, she does seem to be a lot of stress. And who wouldn't be, with her brother in danger like this? The Alizé I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving, or she's afraid to fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance, and Alizé has you and the Scions. Very true. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. But she's a good friend. When I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Leave it to me. Thank you, Jaguar. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you only need to ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Alamico. Good talk. See you later, Lise. There's definitely a lot of truth to what she said. It's always good to have someone to lean on when you're having a stressful time. Or just in general, if you need advice with stuff. We had all our suspicions from the start, but a part of me was credulous enough to believe the Empire's provinces. Never again. The Imperial Court is a nest of vipers, and any peace they offer is laced with poison. It's the wolf people. I forgot what they're called. I've got one of them here. Your return is most timely. We have just apprised those newly arrived of where matters stand. Is everything alright with Lise? I won't ask for details. I know you'd tell me if it were important. Oh, it is important, but I can't tell you. I dare say I can guess the subject of your discussion with Lise. She, too, was never one for concealment. Fortunately for you, the individual in question seems none the wiser. True. There you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, you giddy. And correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. "'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own."
Interesting. Another alliance.
In addition to those with whom we
alliance?
already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca.
Nangsha. That's a location we haven't heard before.
I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical.
Hey, Rin. No worries. Glad you could make it.
Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we
That's a good
deny them
point.
access to the skies.
Deny them access to the skies. How so, Y'shtola?
During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Ah, the Allagan ruins. Now you've got my attention. Go on.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact.
Wait, are you suggesting that there's like a big airship thing? Or like big sky island thing buried in the desert?
For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allegans created the floating continent with land taken from the burn.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. So they created a floating continent from the burn? Wait, so as this law was created? Interesting.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Az's law was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship.
Oh yeah. So we can use that technology. I see where this is going.
It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allegan field generators.
Oh, was that in the background? I didn't notice that.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Yeah. Also put up a barrier around all of Garlemald. Then there's the problem of getting into Garlemald to set it up.
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region.
I see.
If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Dorma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the burn.
I see.
I like where this is going.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
Yeah, that's a good point.
A source of energy.
So we need like a crystal of light or a dragon eye.
Tell me, did the Allegans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Curious question. Besides Az's Law, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the 2 occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe.
The Azim Steppe?
Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
Not sure where Hien is going with this yet. Something that could help us in not Az's Law, Az's Steppe. We've fought long and sacrificed much to reclaim our freedom. I will die before I allow the Empire to take it from us again. That's the spirit. The reigning Ruby Princess is more receptive to the outside world than her predecessor, it is true, but what we offer is an invitation to war. Though I will plead our case, I fear can expect little of Soy no Sado. Yeah, I wouldn't count on it. The Azim Steppe. I always wanted to see it. In the field of aetherology, the Azim Steppe remains unbroken ground. Having missed your last expedition through injury, I mean to seize this opportunity with both hands. A power in slumber. Hien is eager to set out for the Azim steppe. It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim steppe with the Scions. Giri and Hakuro, I leave our other neighbors to you. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. I'm no aetherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission. But more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. And so, while you are away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them to be in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections. Come on, Alize, could you not get Tataru to do it? I'm sure she'd love the burn. Joking aside, I was planning to enlist her help with organizing everything. But we'll still need a Scion on the ground. Don't worry. I'm sure you'll manage without me. Good luck. Alright, I forgot for a moment there that I was suggesting that Tataru go to the burn. That is definitely not a good idea. Just the three of us then. Very well. Shall we make first for reunion? Tis a fine feeling to be back. Were it not for our mission, I would like nothing more than to lie on the grass and watch the clouds float by. So this is the Azim steppe. The tales do not do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait till we reach higher ground. Actually, seeing as it is your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite spot. Is his favorite spot going to be up where we first found him? Yeah, looks like it. Up on the ledge.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
It is pretty.
But not his purpose,
Especially
I
with
trust.
the sunrise right now.
Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. As is La and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you
Interesting.
believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens. I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
Interesting. So Azizlar could be raised up to the sky from here? An intriguing myth. I wonder how Nama came to be woven into it. An elegant hand, perhaps. That would be smart of the Alkins to make it sound like a myth, but it was actually something that happened. So that there wouldn't be as much suspicion of the Alkins. Or people trying to find their technology. From here we shall travel to Mul Illo. There we may ask Sirna about the particulars of the myth, and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. Hien, Jaguar, I'm glad of your visit, and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you? This is a matter I would discuss with the Mole. It concerns not only the peoples of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. What mountain is that? It's called the Fenrir, I think. It comes from the gold saucer. Can be bought for a certain amount of MGP. Shard of the Shining Moon left behind is a wayfaring soul, and you need this to protect our lands? I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried, this northern crag? If that is your wish, in the mountains to the north, there is a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe, you will find what you seek. Ah yes, I know the place. 'Tis a brisk walk from here. And what are your thoughts on the Alliance? Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However, among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. Yeah, if we mess with things that these tribes consider sacred, that could be a bad thing for us. I like the sound effect. Yeah. It's a very cool mount. I like it a lot. But it is no means certain that the pillars will provide the power that you seek, ere you risk the ire of the followers of Nama. might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all is as you hope, then we may consider how best to earn their blessing. I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those whom I would join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, this decision will shape the days to come, and we would not force others into a war against their will. Nor we. 100-fold stronger are they who choose to fight of their own accord. Such a place as the steppe, where myriad tribes exist side by side, it is important to respect each other's ways. It would be wise indeed to respect the beliefs of those who would gladly render up body and soul to the Dusk Mother. Hagan, you know you will always be of the mole, wherever you go. Ours is the soil. Cyrena is quite right. Before we seek permission to use these pillars, we should determine if they are suitable for our purposes. Strange, amidst the radiance of your being, I sense a shadow. I pray it is but my imagination. The will of the moon. Y'shtola is ready to put her skills to use. It seems the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. Hey, I remember this place. I remember stumbling upon it and being like, hey, what's this thing for? Well, it certainly looks powerful, but powerful enough? That you'll have to ask the expert. Cool. Very cool. QR code rock.
Such an abundance of ether.
Does kind of look like a QR code.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an Allagan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azys La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
Oh, we can turn this off and restore the wasteland. That would be very cool.
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area. An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma.
In Doma?
Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Illo.
It's so cool how there's like this thing over here that you could see earlier that didn't become relevant until a later patch in the story. Just like you can kind of find clues, which kind of makes me want to look around some more and explore, because there might be other things out there. Well, it looks like I was right about the pillars. Now all we need is permission to use them. Such an abundant source of aether should lie undisturbed for millennia. It is a miracle made possible by the steppes' long history of isolation. It's kind of like mysterious objects that you can find and speculate about. Strange, amidst the radiance of your being, I sense a shadow. I pray it is but my imagination. You found that which you seek, then. Great indeed is the Dusk Mother's power. If not less will suffice to protect our lands, the blessing of the other tribes must now be sought. Of course, but to which tribes should we appeal? There are many who worship Nama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Daltharl. Their consent shall be the key. The Daltharl. Lee spoke of them, a warlike tribe possessed of unique customs and beliefs. I sense their cooperation will not be easily won. Nay, but it will be well worth the effort. Daltharl fear nothing, death least of all, and our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to Daltharl Ka and treat with their Hatun, Sadu. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool when they do that. It's kind of like the ghost ship in Heavensward. You can kind of see it in the distance at some points. I remember someone telling me that that was the case back before that raid came out. It's like before the Void Ark came out. You could see the ship in the distance, and people were speculating about it. That's just really cool to me. I wonder whose spirit will find its way into my child's body. I eagerly await the day when the Hatun is at last able to gaze into my baby's eyes. Despite her fondness for battle, Sadu is an astute leader. If we plead our case in earnest, I am certain she can be persuaded. Great faith gives rise to great strength, for better or for worse. Whatever it is the Daltharl holds sacred, we would do well to accord it all respect. you again. Other matters demand our time, Hagen, unless it is battle you seek. Alas not. Quite the opposite, in fact. Could be battle, if the Garleans decide to attack. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power? Of course they do. They are the source of Nama's strength. To the Daltharl, no place is more sacred, and we would make ash of any who would defile it, though I see this is not your wish. You see the wisdom of our proposition, then. You will join hands with us. I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the men in iron, I would leave something in return. Namely battle, with you, Hagan. Me? The Nadam ended ere it began, and I would face you again, alone, without distractions. Sure, I'm up for a duel. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and you shall have the Daltharl as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms. Well, this is a not wholly expected turn of events, though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Alas, the Hatun has made her choice. Shall we dance? Ha! It shall be a battle the steppe shall not soon forget. Ah, already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Hagan, and await me outside the Ha. I will gather my witnesses and join you anon. These words are so weird. Like the K is supposed to be silent. It just looks weird. Feels like I'm saying them the wrong way. And I might be, to be honest. Why are you still here? Go. Alright. Gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Let's go duel Sadu. Try as I might, I fail to see the logic in this arrangement. I can but conclude there is none. When I was little, I would stride up to Gosetsu, wooden sword in hand, and challenge him. To his greater credit, he never held back, and I had many a bump and a bruise to show for it. Nice.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Hahn.
Is this truly necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dathal. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest.
Yeah, she's very Ravana-brained. She just wants to fight things.
We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way. The way of might. There is no other.
Oh, they do not want for conviction.
Indeed. It's what makes them such dangerous enemies. And such useful allies.
I think the Warrior of Light is kind of Ravana-brained too. With how much he wants to fight primals and stuff. To live is but to fight.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
Alright, and so now we fight. Sadu Heaven's Flame. That's a great last name. Oh, what is this? Add satellite target. Man, you're almost dead already? Come on, you can do better than that. You are mistaken if you think I will fall so easily. Yeah, there we go. Now she's all powered up.
In death do our souls sing!
Got stabs. Haha, I can't tell where it's safe. Okay, we didn't get hit.
In death do our souls sing!
Nope. No stabs today. Such sweet pleasure. I will not suffer to end it so soon. Well, do not tell me that is all you have. My soul demands more, Han. Give me more.
In death do our souls sing!
got stabs and the card-looking monsters.
In death do our souls sing!
My arms grow heavy, my eyes dim. But so long as my lifeblood flows, I will fight on. Yarr! Burning soul, immortal spirit blazes within. Come, let us anew. Oh. What is that? This is the reckoning, Han. One must fall. What is the deal with this ribbon? Oh gosh, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Ah, where do I stand?
In death do our souls sing!
20 seconds to meteor impact. Oh no, I didn't know I was timed. Just gonna focus on saddle. 10 seconds, no! Okay, we're good.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so! Come! We have only just begun.
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Be gone,
Oh, it's this
Moonstruck
guy.
Oranir! I am busy!
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever. Yet what should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand. You, Doman! You who come to petition the warriors of this land, forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Orinir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
Yeah, we've made this guy upset. Because he's kind of the ruler here.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
She just wants to fight him. She wants to fight everybody.
Insolent child, you will learn your place!
Like
Forgive
him
me,
stepping
Brother
in.
Nai, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
So be it. The sun will pass judgment on all. Didakul, join me.
Oh boy, we've just started an all-out brawl out here.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
But she just still wants to fight me by myself.
Beg not for mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Big son.
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this. But if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
Alice, Lise. I'm not sure which one she was referring to there. Oh wait, we're playing as Y'shtola? Oh yeah. This is great.
Bow down before me!
Oh, like Matoya. That makes sense. Wait, where'd my spells go? There we go.
Or die!
Dang it, I can't get a spell cast off.
Or die!
Mark well and learn!
Oh no, Kian's almost dead. Oh dang. Oh wait, do we have to fight Sadhu again? Dang it, we do.
In death do our souls sing!
though. That was easier the second time. Okay, now we're back to this. Playing as Y'shtola. Okay, I gotta remember to heal Hien this time. Focus on Magnite, he says.
Kill or die!
You two must learn your place.
Bow down before me! Kill or die! Mark well and learn!
Alright, let's heal Hien.
Concentrate! Bow down before me! Mark well and learn!
Gotta destroy one of these hexes. There we go.
Kill or die! Bow down before me! Tremble before the sun!
Oh, Tank Buster. Warrior. Or not Tank Buster, Limit Break. Y'shtola, to me. I shall take care of this.
Let us be about it!
Nice. Oh. I'm in chains. Every step you take, every move you will make, the sun sees all. Now fall. Active time maneuver. Time to finish this.
Ether, to me. How about you?
This is cool. What strength, what grace is this? That was a cool mid cutscene that happened to the middle of that. Like happened mid as in happened to the middle without like going into a cutscene.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat. Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised. Narma's power is yours to wield.
Good, she's finally satisfied.
What does the sun say to that?
I guess my warrior of light was fighting off in the distance, not controlled by me.
The sun is not driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy.
Yuna, Final Fantasy X casting? Oh, interesting. Guessing that's an animation from Final Fantasy X. That spell that she casted. That's cool. I like hearing about these references to older Final Fantasies.
It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
Well, that worked out. Now we have both of them on our side.
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
You? By what are you called?
Y'shtola, why?
Are you my Nama?
Oh no. Bro's about to get rejected so hard. She doesn't even
I
know what a
beg your
Nama
pardon?
is.
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love. Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain. Now, look into my eyes. Could it be? Could you be?
I am. Not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Oh,
Little?
try again when you become a man. Oof, that's rough.
Little son! Little son! Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
Oh no, he's gonna get mad at her and they're gonna start fighting again. Yep, called it.
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
Gotta get out of here. Otherwise we'll just be fighting endlessly on this plane. Well, that was very entertaining. Offended? Not in the least. I'm no stranger to clumsy propositions, and that, believe it or not, was far from the worst I've heard. Han, you always be of the mole wherever you go. I read that before. Magnai's unannounced appearance had me worried for a minute, but it was not his day to shine. Still, I cannot fault the man's bravery. Yeah, you can't blame him for shooting his shot. You had not only to contend with Sadu, but in Magnai too? Such a fierce battle that must have been. Yet here you stand, triumphant. Having passed such a test, they could not well deny you their allegiance. The mole will make no such demands. Weak though we are, we will gladly stand with you. The steppe is our home, and we will defend it with all our being. You have my heartfelt thanks. Of all the tribes of the steppe, there's none I would rather have at your side. There's none I would rather have at my side. God's willing, many more will rally to our cause. I shall send you word when we have answers from all the tribes. I cannot thank you enough, Cyrena. None of this would have been possible without you. Though the mole have no love for war, we love our home fiercely. Should the steppe be threatened, we will rise up to protect it, as will full many other tribes, I believe. The call. Endure, Ema. Y'shtola would see the aether flow once more. We have the requisite consent. It is time to put Nama's power to use. If the aether flows as planned, all that remains is to have the Ironworks' engineers do their work at the ruins. Come, let us return to the House of the Crooked Coin. I would not have the first idea to awaken such a contraption, let alone control it. But then I'm not an Archon of Sharlayan. I will begin at once. You may wish to step back. Wait and see what's about to happen here. And now it's off.
Did it work?
Yeah, what happens now?
It did. Ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Cool. I want to go and see what it looks like now. To manipulate aether in such vast quantities is draining, to say the least. I shall take it slowly for a while. I do not pretend to understand what you did, Y'shtola, but you did it. Thanks to you and Jaguar, of course. We've taken a momentous step towards securing our defenses. Now, as much as I believe a rest is in order, we should probably make haste back to the Enclave. Agreed. The others may have already returned from their missions, and I would know how things stand. As would I. Without further ado, then. Back to the Enclave it is. Tian is... I always want to read that dialogue, even though it's something we've already read before. My lord informed me you were instrumental in the success to his mission to the Asm Steppe. Though we hope to make many more allies, we could wish for no better than you and your fellow scions. Each of the factions lent an ear to our petition. As anticipated, however, many were unwilling to do any more than that. Everyone has returned. Excellent. Time to take stock. It would seem we were the last to arrive. Judging by your triumphant expressions, I take all went well on the Azim Steppe. Indeed, we have secured a suitable source of energy for the barrier. Good. Tataru and I have commissioned Garland Ironworks to ensure the field generators function as they should. A team of engineers stand ready to set out for the burn at a moment's notice. You need only say the word. I thank you for engaging their services on your behalf. The unity of the agreement you may leave to me. I don't know what that word is. Hien just leaves the small matter of our alliance. So, Yugiri and Hakiro, how fared you with our neighbors? My lord, all of the factions we approached are in agreement with the Empire. The Empire poses a threat, and many responded positively to the talk of an alliance. From Hingashi and Soino Sado, however, we received outright rejections. The former will not break its treaty with the Empire, and the latter will not involve itself in the conflict. That makes sense. Just as we expected, then. Well, there's naught to be done about it. We must focus on the rest. To each of the nations that were amenable to an alliance, I will personally send a missive. And once I have attended to that, I believe we will have done everything we can to fortify Doman's defenses. For the time being, at least. All of which means I may leave for the meeting in Alamigo with a lighter heart. Yugiri, Hakiro, if you would be so kind as to hold the fort in my absence. My friends, we could not have achieved so much in so little time without your help. For that, I give you my heartfelt thanks. Till the meeting, then. I took the liberty of asking Thancred to attend as well. He should have arrived in the Almegan quarter by now. Then let's not keep him waiting, shall we? As I mentioned, I have missives to write and some few other matters to attend to ere I depart. See you anon, my friend. I knew full well how Hingashi and Soino Sado would respond, yet it did not to lessen the disappointment when they finally stopped equivocating. I am perchance familiar with Naxia. I am not. It is the region to the south, and west of Yangsha, and home to several small nations. Such peoples well understand the value of an alliance, and thus did many of them receive our proposal most favorably. Cool. Alright, back to Alamigo. Feels like it's been a while since we've done anything with this place. It occurs to me this will be the first time I meet the leaders of the Alliance in official capacity. More stiff greetings, pleasantries, formalities. Does that sound about right? Let us hope the coming meeting passes more peaceably than the last gathering in Alamigo. Shola has told me all, and I duly told Iranche and Kryl. Kryl, in particular, was concerned about Alphino, but I assured her that everything is being done. She agreed to continue with her own tasks for the time being, on the condition that I contact her the moment there is any development. So, that leaves the 4 of us to attend to the council. Ehrenwald is here to assist with security. Incidentally, though the poor lad seems altogether too distracted for the task. Another one missing Alphino, I expect. Yeah, the 2 of them did seem close. But it's about time. As soon as you're ready, present yourself to the guardsmen at the palace entrance. I shan't be far behind. Alphino and Ehrenwald are quite young. I think they're about the same age, maybe. So that would make them pretty close friends. The Scions of the 7th Dawn. Welcome to Alamigo. The Alliance leaders have already arrived. May I show you to the meeting chamber? Upon proceeding to the royal palace, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh. Got something big happening.
Mistress Lys, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean Alliance.
The pleasure is ours,
Emmerich,
Your Grace.
my
I know
boy.
I speak for all Alamegans when I say that we are glad of this chance to stand with our comrades of the Alliance.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my heartfelt thanks for your generous invitation.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you for journeying so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the 7th Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and yours have been our constant companions, without whom we would not be here.
With apologies to Lord Hien and Mistress Alize, it occurs to me that we have not gathered in this way since that fateful day in Uldar.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The day I lost my arm and my freedom. As I lay in my cell, never did I dream that I would one day be given the chance to represent my homeland at this council. I would not even be alive had you not plucked me from the jaws of death. You, Yugiri, and Alphino. Would that the lad could be with us.
So great to see everyone together
I too owe my
here.
presence here to Alphino. In so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work as best I can.
Come, friends. Let us leave the past in the past and turn our eyes to the future. My Lord Hien, pray, tell us how things stand in the east.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
The Empire will not so easily change its ways. If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of 6 nations. But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
6 nations. Really gathering up a big force here. Seems like every expansion we add another 1 or 2 to the party.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Ascians.
Indeed. All here have felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions. They who bestowed upon him the secrets of summoning, as they have so many others before and since. And while they remain, we shall know no peace.
The Ascians really have been behind a lot of things.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Xenos' skin poses problems in itself, but ere we get to them, how are we to infiltrate the Empire and get close enough to strike?
While I see the wisdom in targeting the Ascians, an assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
That's a good point. Even if we kill the guy that's impersonating Xenos, that would just lead to a big uprising.
You have an idea?
Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus.
He's got his arms on the table. It's about to get real.
We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
It does have the ring of truth about it. And were the Garleans to learn that their future ruler is a puppet, the Empire would be shaken to the core.
Interesting. So Thancred is proposing that we just tell everyone what's happening.
But at the risk of sounding stupid, would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Yeah, that's the big question here.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Xenos' death had already begun to circulate around the Empire. Ultimately, however, what the masses believe is not our chief concern. Our true objective is to create an opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
True.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne.
Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. Thancred. Oh, my specialty.
It is no coincidence that one of Varys' first acts as Emperor was to name Xenos heir apparent. Family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Xenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
Yeah, we just gotta divide the Garleans.
The Empire would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity. 'Twas his plot that scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace. Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Oh. That scared me.
That way.
Jump scare.
Sorrow.
What? The echo?
History must be changed.
Who is this? This is not
Ahead looms
Hydaelyn.
a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life. Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
Twin
What's the matter?
dooms. Whoa.
There's
We're
a
all hearing
voice.
it?
Spies in our midst.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Is it over?
Holy foreshadowing. That's... Wow, that was... I don't even know what to say to that.
Master Thancred!
Oh no, Thancred. What happened?
12 for Fend. Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Assassination attempt? I heard Thancred's
Master
Thancred's
Thancred
plan and
remains in
tried to
slumber.
eliminate him.
Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
A video skip or two there? What do you mean? Did I miss a cutscene somehow?
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
Hey, pawn shop.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors.
Okay, it was just on your end.
Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alize and I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
Yep.
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Yeah.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked from your flesh. Called.
Called?
Called?
I myself examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
Thancred's soul was stolen?
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian La Hebrea.
Oh.
The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
This is getting wild.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Forgive us, Lys, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry. I'll see to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
Oh man, this is getting to some crazy parts of the story. Yeah. Ooh.
Thank you, Lys.
This definitely has my attention.
As the Elder Seedseer says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
Whoever or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Don't worry about Thancred. I'll send word as soon as there's any change. If the Ascians are indeed responsible, we must take steps to protect ourselves, though I know not how. Never have I encountered such a phenomenon. This is magic. It is beyond my ken. I just tried to call Urianger on his link pearl. He didn't respond, but I dared to hope he possesses some knowledge we do not. Ah, Urianger. Something happened during the meeting. Thancred's collapsed. Disembodied voice suddenly started. What? But that's... We should talk about this in person. Alright. We'll meet you there. That was Urianger. He heard the voice too. In Thanalan? Wait, he heard the voice? Whoever's communicating with us has lots of power. As we alone were afflicted at the meeting, I had my suspicions, but if the voice also spoke to Urianger, there can be little doubt. The Scions were targeted specifically. Yeah, did Alphino hear it, wherever he is? By whom and to what end is the question, one to which we must find an answer with all possible haste. Learn the emote Endure. Let's see. Photograph. Must have been added with the new patch or something. I don't remember getting this. Alright, where's the one I was actually looking for? Alright, here it is. Endure. Cool, cool. There's a collab with Polaroid, I think. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that in the patch notes. Shall be interested to hear about how Orion J's experience compares to our own. Don't worry about Thancred. I'll send word as soon as there's any change. Never have I encountered such phenomenon. This is magic. It is beyond my ken. Alright, unfortunately I have to end things here. I will have to do this quest tomorrow evening. I will try to stream a little bit later than usual, probably. This one is Prelude in Violet, which is the name of the patch, so that I think that should be the last one. Alright, so I'll finish this tomorrow evening. Man. Things just got real interesting there. I'm interested to see how this leads into Shadowbringers. .4 and 4.5 go crazy. Yeah. Seems like things are about to escalate. About to have another crisis on our hands. That animation was really cool, like the sound effects and everything. Made me feel like I was like actually having a vision of something. Or having a headache. Alright, well I'll continue this tomorrow evening. I hope to see you all then. Thanks everyone for joining. Alright. Hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Or morning. Or afternoon. Wherever it is. Whatever time of day it is where you live. Alright. See y'all later. Take care.